Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present you a tutorial on topic median nerve. In this video, we are going to cover the course and branches of median nerve. This is the part 1 of this topic. In the second part, we would cover the correlations, clinical correlations of median nerve. So let's start. Median nerve is also known as laborer's nerve because it supplies all the flexors of your forearm except flexor carpi ulnaris, which is responsible for the coarse movements of your hand. Therefore, it is also known as laborer's nerve. Then it is also known as eye of the hand because it provides sensory innervation to pulp of your thumb and your index finger, which and these both fingers are used to see the thinness and the texture of any object or any cloth, right? So it is also known as the eye of your hand. So your median nerve originates from your brachial plexus in the axilla, right? It originates from your lateral cord and medial cord. So this is your median nerve. So what is the root value of median nerve? It originates from C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1, right? So it originates from lateral cord and medial cord of your brachial plexus, right? Coming to the course and branches of your median nerve. So in axilla, median nerve lies on the lateral side, right? In axilla, it is present on the lateral side. Then it enters your arm at the lower border of teres major muscle, right? It enters the arm at lower border of teres major muscle. In arm, it runs lateral to the brachial artery. This is your brachial artery. It is running lateral to the brachial artery and then it crosses the brachial artery and comes to the medial side. So here you can see the structure in red is your brachial artery, right? Firstly, it is present lateral to the brachial artery, then it crosses the brachial artery and comes to the medial side. And then it enters your cubital fossa, right? The median nerve is present medially to the biceps tendon and brachial artery in the cubital fossa, right? Then it passes between the two heads of your pronator teres and exits the cubital fossa. It exits the cubital fossa by passing between the two heads of pronator teres and gives a anterior interosseous branch, that is your anterior interosseous nerve, and it is a motor nerve, right? In the forearm, it gives muscular branches to supply the superficial flexors of forearm, including your flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, flexor digitorum superficialis, except flexor carpi ulnaris, right? So it supplies all the superficial flexors of your forearm except flexor carpi ulnaris. It is also giving a motor nerve, a motor branch, that is your anterior interosseous nerve. The anterior interosseous nerve is motor and it supplies two and a half muscles of flexor pollicis longus, flexor digitorum profundus and pronator quadratus, right? And it gives articular branches to wrist and inferior radioulnar joint. Fine. Then it passes between the tendon of flexor digitorum superficialis and flexor carpi radialis, right? Before entering the palm, it gives a palmar cutaneous branch which supply the muscles of your palmar, that is your lateral half of palmar skin, right? So before entering the palmar region, before entering the palm, it gives a palmar cutaneous branch and it supplies the lateral half of your palmar skin. Then it crosses the flexor retinaculum and then it becomes a superficial nerve, right? So then after crossing the flexor retinaculum, it enters your palm and passes through carpal tunnel, right? In the palm, at the distal border of your flexor retinaculum, it divides into two divisions. That is a lateral division and a medial division, right? The lateral division gives a branch, that is your recurrent branch, right? The lateral division gives a recurrent branch. The recurrent branch supplies the thenar muscles, that is your abductor pollicis brevis, flexor pollicis brevis, opponens pollicis, except flexor pollicis brevis, right? So the recurrent branch of your medial nerve supplies abductor pollicis brevis, flexor pollicis brevis and opponens pollicis except flexor pollicis brevis, right? The medial division of median nerve supplies the first lumbrical, second lumbrical, and it also gives sensory innervation to lateral 3.5 digits including the nail beds, right? So now you understand why it is known as your eye of the hand, because it is supplying sensory innervation to lateral 3.5 digits including their nail beds that help in differentiating the thickness of an object or a cloth, right? It is also known as eye of your hand. I hope the course and branches of median nerve is clear to all of you. And if you have any queries, let me know in the comment section below. We would cover the clinical anatomy part in part 2 of this topic. And guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.